Hello, we are back and we are live from LeBeer Family Arena here on a kind of drizzly day on the campus of St. Andrews College in Aurora, Ontario. I'm Norm Fenning along with Ryan Preston, and we apologize. I believe that our telecast had issues in the first period. Just as a quick review, the St. Andrews Saints are leading the Gilmour Academy Lancers right now by a score of 3-2 in the first period. Goal scorers for the Saints were James Roy, Camilo Milani, and Jacob Boltje. Putnam and Anthony Mays returned the favor for the Gilmour Lancers. And you are caught up, so the score is 3-2. Saints in the gray and red going right to left. That's Jake DeCapo. Gains the zone for the Saints. Brings it all the way down. Boltje tries to center it. It gets there. Karskadin jabs at it. And Saints right off the hop with a good scoring opportunity there. Puck is cleared all the way down the ice, and that will be icing. So Ryan, good first period for the Saints.
Yeah, it was a good first period. They had the offensive pressure, but still very much in reach for Gilmour. So the Saints got to keep pressuring here and not give them any room to move.
So this draw is won by Gilmour. They clear the zone and out it goes. Lucian Haskus along the boards gives that puck up. Saints come up with it, and they break it out to Capo. On the left wing, gets the puck in his skates, but gains the offensive zone. Now gloves it head. DeCapo, nifty move there, gets it across ice. Oh, and a good defensive play there, sprawling. Try to get that number for you, as that was a great play. Believe it was number 10, Roman Scala. Laid himself out and broke up a 2-on-1. Here's Karskadin with speed through the neutral zone, looking for DeCapo, a little too far for him. And that puck is flipped over the boards and out of play. Again, we apologize for any issues we might have had in the first period. Thank you for tuning in, though, especially those from Ohio that are following their Gilmour Lancers. As they chip the puck off the glass and out, comes all the way back into the Saints zone. Jack Young back to get it for the Saints. Two Saints, two Lancers dig for it. Puck comes up towards the blue line and is chipped up in the air but kept in by number 8, Adam Kosian. Puck now finally works it out. We have a 2-on-2 going the other way. Nolan Long looks for the return pass. That's off a defensive stick, high in the air, and back in the neutral zone. Gilmour play it ahead. That's Gabe O'Connor, dumps it, and they'll go for a change. Oh, Saints trying to take advantage of that. Nolan Long with the stretch pass. Gets it in front. Puck was bouncing. And Saints taking advantage there of a line change. Just couldn't get that puck to settle down. And Saints now back on defense as there's a shot, and that's handled well by goaltender Noah Gambina. Puck off the wall here, back in the Saints zone. Finn Kearns back to get it. Place it off to Pahanic. Saints gain the zone momentarily, but Gilmour come up with the puck and play that ahead. Frizzle is decked by Finn Kearns. Finn Kearns with his usual physical play. As the puck is dumped back down into the Gilmour zone, they play it up ahead. Bristol Murray dumps it in. Chased down by Leonardo Berry. Puck dumped right back in again by Fatty. Comes back to the point. He steps in, takes a shot. No traffic at all. Handled easily by Noah Gambina. He steers it to the corner. It's chipped off the glass, but not out. Some good offensive zone time here for the Lancers. They dump it right back in again. On the chase is number 21, Barry. Goes below the red line, off a stick. Icing is waved off. That'll allow the Saints to change, get a full change. Long stretch pass to nobody, but icing's going to be waved off. Well, could have had a penalty there. And we may have to see what the call was. Yeah, that was unfortunate in that the icing was waved off. And caught in the crosshairs of that was Luca Di Placido. But an errant stick causes a penalty, and the Saints will be shorthanded for 2 minutes or less. So Di Placido in the box at 13:53. Saints clear the puck all the way down the ice. In pursuit is Milani. Gilmour break it out, and carrying it up is number 5, Burns, from his defensive spot. Lays that off for Putnam. Puck is cleared all the way over and out by the Saints. It's gathered up by number 2, Kuznetsov. He tries to jam it in the short side, nothing there. Comes back to the point. Cleary gets it over to the far side. That hits a leg, works its way behind the net. Putnam plays it back to the point. Cleary with a long shot. Oh, that's right off the post, and the goaltender Legambina did not have any idea where that puck was. Good traffic in front. There's another shot. That one hits a leg. And boy, you could hear that pipe ringing all the way up here. There's another shot. Legambina pushes that off to the side. Still 50 seconds left in the penalty. And that puck goes over the glass and out of play.
Yeah, a couple good shots from the point there from Gilmour. They kept getting their puck to the defenseman, and a couple of lasers from the point, but good job by the Saints to keep traffic in front of the net, block a few shots, and a little luck as it hits the post.
Yep, Petrova standing tall in there. 23-24 OMHA Championship semifinalist with the Oshawa Generals U16 team. Puck comes over to the side, played in front, one-timer, and the goaltender's there again as number 15, Putnam. Stepped right into that one. I think that hit Legambina in the shoulder. So just 23 seconds left in the penalty. Gilmour gains his own again. This has been a solid power play for them. They haven't scored, but a lot of good scoring opportunities have been generated. Scala, Roman Scala, all the way from his own end, dumps in, chases it coast to coast for Scala. Plays it below the red line. That penalty is now over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Puck behind the Saints' end. Jack Young takes his man to the wall, and it is finally cleared out. Dumped right back in. Saints would love to get a change, but only have the ability to get one man off so far. They regroup in their own end. And an open pass there, and that is picked up by the Lancers. There's a shot off the leg. Kroc, the shooter, it's behind the net now. And Saints come up with it, Karskadin. And we have a penalty behind the play, a cross check. And that would be under the variety of a bad penalty. And that is going to Finn Kearns.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those in the game for the Saints. They've been taking some bad penalties, and after a really good power play from Gilmour, you do not want to give them another chance to go back on the power play. This could be a big opportunity here for Gilmour to get back in this game.
So at 6:39, Kearns in the box, second penalty for the Saints this period. And they'll have to fight off another, and boy, the odds continue to work against you when you're in the box. Gilmour rims it around. Burns pinches in. Good job, keeps that puck in. Burns comes up with it, takes it to the far side, looking for someone, looking, all the way up to top, takes a lap. There's a long low shot, and that one's handled by the goaltender. Good play there, keeping it in. Saints finally clear it off the glass and out. Gilmour, good pass there. And back on the stick again of Burns, goes over to the far side. That shot's blocked. Rebound and a nice glove save there. Noah Lagambina puts out the catcher, comes up with the rubber, and big save, and it also allows the Saints to change with 1:14 left in the penalty to Kearns.
Sometimes when you're down on the power play and you need a big play, and that's just awesome when your goaltender can come through just like that, keep you in the lead.
Gilmour wins the draw. Get it back to the point. Cleary lays that off to Slifko. It's a shot off a leg. Comes over to the other corner. Saints there first, but can't clear. Dump below the red line, taking his man to the wall is Sullivan. He's knocked down. Puck now directly below the St. Andrews net. Sullivan comes up with the puck, and he'll clear with just 35 seconds left in the penalty. Saints get the puck down below the red line, and that'll allow a partial change. Milani, a bit of forecheck. Puck is finally broken out by Gilmour, but again, good stick by Milani. Gilmour finally gained the zone here with just 12 seconds left. Puck is cleared again. It's dumped in the Saints zone. Jack Young back there to get it. The penalty is now over. Oh, they just missed Finn Kearns coming out of the box. He'll go right to the bench, and we're even again. 1 goal game here, halfway through the second period. Puck dumped into the Saints zone. James Roy back there to get it. He's tied up. Comes out of it with the puck, though, and skates it himself over the blue line. And that puck is chipped over the glass. By my count, that's 7 so far this game.
Once again, they keep chipping it out of play quite frequently. It's going to rack up the bill for pucks in this one.
Yeah, we started, Ryan, as of last game. We keep a running count now of pucks. So I think we got up to 10 last game. We're already at 7, and we just passed the midway point. So Finn Kearns back on the ice now for the Saints. Carries the puck all the way in. Nolan Long will carry it on the rest of the way below the red line. And then supporting him is James Roy. Gilmour come out with the puck, and here they come. They gain the offensive zone. There's a shot. Good save by the goaltender. Trickles in the corner, but again, Gilmour first there to it. There's a shot, gets through the traffic. Lagambina makes that save as well. Saints come up with it, flip it over to this side. Nolan Long from Mono, Ontario gets it across, but we have an offside with 10:14 left to go in the period. Let's talk about Nolan Long, a little bit about information. His father, Rich, is an investor advisor and graduate of Wilfrid Laurier University. Mother, Carrie Ann, is a human resources executive and McMaster University graduate. Sure, they're very proud of watching their son Nolan out here today. 10:08 to go here in the second. We hope we're still broadcasting. Again, we apologize. Apparently there were problems in the first period. But wherever you're watching from, we're happy to have you. And again, we invite you, if you ever come to a game here at LeBrier Family Arena, come up and say hi. Ryan and I would love that. And if you've got a shout out for anyone, we'd be happy to do that for you as well. Saints back in their own zone. Di Placido has that puck knocked off. A sick wraparound attempt, and a good one by number 21, Leonardo Barry. That one almost found its mark, but Lagambina did a good job of getting that pad all the way across the blue ice. DiCapo hustling on the wing, tries to get in the front, hits off a skate, and puck coming the other way. Frizzle is knocked down. Saints come up with it. DeCapo will try again. Passes it off. It's dumped all the way, rimmed around, and all the way back out. The Saints will have to try again. DeCapo dumps it down. Karskadin. Last man on for that first line as that puck is chipped ahead. Lovely little chip forward to Bristol Murray. He just runs out of real estate to get it, and the puck comes out. We got a one-on-one going the other way. And good defensive job there by number 20. Alexander Cleary forces his man to the outside. Puck below the red line plate. In front, there's a shot. And not getting everything on it was Magri as his stick was tied up. Looks like we're getting a penalty here. And I believe this one's going against Gilmour Academy. It's going to be an interference call.
Another chance here for the Saints to go on the power play. They already scored one. Their last goal on the power play was great working in the offensive zone. So we'll see if they can set up that triangle again, get the passing going, and see if they can tap in another tic-tac-toe goal.
So I believe that penalty was Alexander Cleary. He's got his shirt tucked well into his shorts, but we think that's who it was. That penalty is at 11:31. So Saints, opportunity here to come back to that 2-goal lead, and they do. There's a goal, shot, rebound, and right on the doorstep was number 18, James Roy. And Roy makes no mistake, his second goal of the game, fourth for the Saints.
And another one on the power play there for the Saints. Great job. They worked it around, got some traffic in front of the net, and he's waiting there to tap it in. And Roy gets his second of the game as they take a 4-2 lead.
11:41, just 10 seconds into the power play. James Roy chucks away a rebound right on the doorstep. That'll be one of the easier goals he scores this year, but he'll take it. The team will take it. And most importantly, the Saints go up 4-2. So a little bit about James Roy. His junior rights of the Guelph Storm. Academic interests are business law and accounting. He's in Memorial House. And his previous team was the Ottawa Valley Titans. So congratulations to him. Play is back underway, and back come the Saints. And they finished strong last night against this Gilmour Academy team and would love to do it again. So they get the puck below the red line. Roy taken to the wall. Puck comes back to the point just over the stick of Pahanic. He'll dump it in, but Saints will have to tag up, and in fact, they'll go for a change. It's number 5 for Gilmour, William Burns. Gets a return pass, and just a little flip up the ice. To no one in particular, Saints will pick that off, but now Gilmour will pick up the loose puck. There's a great scoring chance. That was off the goaltender and over the glass and out of play. So I saw the score of the football game. Saints were up 7 at the intermission. I don't know if that score is still accurate or not.
Looks like they are still playing out there.
So face-off won by Gilmour, but Saints come up with it, and Karskadin over to DeCapo. He looks for the return pass. They try to get it. Oh, almost tucking it in was Bolche. Puck was high in the air. I don't know if that one would have counted based on how high his stick was, but didn't go in, so the point is moot, and the puck is back in the Saints zone. Good reversal there by Di Placido. Puck is dumped down. Back for it is Cleary. Plays it off the wall to Haskes. Turns that over, and back come the Saints. There's a drop pass to no one, and it's picked up by number 15, Putnam. There's a shot, and that is just wide as DeCapo laid himself out. Didn't stop the pass, but it certainly altered the angle, and that was most important, and that puck is gobbled up by Legambina.
Well, something I noticed from the Saints here in this later half of the second, a lot of their passes have just gotten a little bit sloppy. They had a backdoor pass they tried to pull off, didn't go their way, and then one right there. And just seeming to get a little out of reach. Don't want to let this game go. And you got to hold on here with a 2-goal lead.
So won by Gilmour. Murda pumps it in under the red line. And Saints come up with it. They'll chip it over the blue line and out. In pursuit for that was Bordeaux, but puck is cleared out of harm's way to the neutral zone. Saints will pump it right back in. Connor Dervin starting things off for the Saints. He gets a return pass. Little toe drag. There's a shot off a leg. Ends up behind the net. Magri tries to pick it up for the Saints. And the Lancers come up with it. And again, a lot of those chip passes, both teams seems to be using a lot of them. I mean, it's safe, it's clearing the zone, but very often giving up possession with that as well. Be interested to hear from the coaches what their idea of the frequency of how often they'd like their teams to do that. There's another example right there. Rink wide pass over here to number 13, Nolan Long. Long meets behind the net with James Roy. Puck squeaks out over to the other side, and a good pinch there by the Saints to keep it back in. There's a shot from the point, and Finn Kearns didn't get everything on that one. Pahanic surveys the scene, happy to just dump it down low for Roy. Back to Kearns. Pahanic over to this side. They try to go rink wide. It's not there, and the puck is chipped ahead of Kearns. In pursuit is Lapola. And Saints a little loose with the puck right now. There's a shot right into the chest of Lagambina, and Saints will try again. Pass over the far side to Roy. Roy chips and will change. Puck is cleared around to this side, and they clear the zone. There's a shot from the far side, that's wide. Puck comes all the way back over here, dumped back in by Frizzle. The shot in front, that's handled by Lagambina. Puck finally comes out to Milani. He plays that ahead to Andrew Wang. Wang looking for Milani. Backhand pass in front, that's picked off by Gilmour, and here's a 2-on-1 break for Gilmour. Shot from the circle, and that one is ripped wide. Here's a good job by the Saints, number 12. Wins the foot race, that's Ryan Murray. Couldn't get the shot on net though. And play opening up now as Gilmour gets the puck and they dump it down the zone. Jack Young reverses that puck. Nice breakout for the Saints. They go rink wide. Bolche stops, tries to get a shot, doesn't. Connor Dervin all the way up there. Puck is played in front, no one there for the Saints. And Gilmour Academy will have an easy exit. Karskadin holds it along the wall, waits for support. Official calling the players to move the puck. It finally does get loose in Gilmour Academy's favor. They pull it behind the net, get it back to the point. There's a shot. That one's handled by the goaltender. Rebound all the way out. Gilmour come up with it again behind the red line. Finally, possession goes to the Saints, and they break it out to Capo. Good defensive stick there, breaks things up. Karskadin gets it back to Kearns, takes a shot, and a good blocker save there by the goaltender, Pay. And he handles the puck as it came off the backboard, and we have a whistle with 1:45 left to go here in the second period.
You mentioned about shots going over or passes going off the glass and out. And I've also noticed a lot of shots that they just from the defenseman. They'll rip one way over the net, and it'll just clear the zone. And a couple times they've had offense going and just rip one over the glass, and it rings around all the way out of the zone.
So face-off won by the Saints. Push it ahead across the red line, but Gilmour there first. They cleared the zone. They'll retreat and start again. Murda plays it back to his defensive partner. And Gilmour break it out. No one there for them. They're happy just to get out of the zone. And it's dumped back in by Pahanic. That puck chipped off the glass by Haskis. Finn Kearns there. Gets it to the blue line, but no further. And with 1 minute left, Kearns over to Pahanic. Good breakout for the Saints. They're looking for Feiner that went off a stick, so no icing there. Feiner pushed into the wall. Stick back on the stick of Kearns. Plays that ahead to Sinclair. Sinclair on his own. Gets knocked off the puck. It's pushed back below the red line, though, by the Saints. Nolan Long in pursuit, but Gilmour, good patience here on the breakout to finally clear it out. Just 20 seconds left now. Nifty pass there. DiPlacido up from his defensive position. Knocks his man down. Maybe an opportunity for one more shot. There it is, one-timer, and a great save. As loading up on that shot was Nolan Long. And big save for the goaltenders. That would have made the lead 3, but instead we stay at 4-2 after 2. 4-2 after 2. We'll take a break, and we'll see you for the final period. Awesome. Thanks. That was great. You did a great job. You did a great job.
Actually, do you want me to do color? Because I'm filming too, so it might be hard. Yeah, I think it'd be easy. Yeah, I don't think I know. Sorry.
Hello, and we are back. Score is 4-2 in favor of the Saints. Just had someone pass off the microphone as Ryan Preston had to leave. Parker Bufolchi's in, so welcome, Parker.
Yeah, thank you. And from ice level, this game has looked like a pretty even match. It's a 2-goal lead for the Saints, but Gilmour has put up a good fight. But I think the Saints, to put this one away, they need to step on the gas offensively in these last 20 minutes and make this a series sweep for the Saints.
So Saints going to gain the zone. Push it ahead, Alex Karskadin taken to the wall. But Saints keep it in momentarily, comes back to the point, and it squeaks its way out. Jack Young there, and I had a delightful talk with Jack Young's grandfather during the intermission. We were both up in the mezzanine watching the football game through the glass. Great guy. Like to say hi to he and his family. As the Saints gain the zone to Capo. Gets that in front. And that was dangerous, and driving hard to the net was Alex Karskadin, and he felt that one. He may have ran right into the post. Second line out there now for the Saints. James Roy drags it in, pushes it over. In pursuit is Sinclair. Saints fire that in from the point. Finn Kearns with the shot, and the goaltender hangs on.
This game is looking a lot similar to last night's contest where Gilmour had 2 goals. They got them early on, and then it was Saints all the way the rest of the way, and it's been 4-2 so far. So look for another showing like that this afternoon.
Yeah, we were talking about in the broadcast in the second period, Parker, how in yesterday's game we had 3 goals in the first minute.
Yeah.
And then we had a minute in this second period that we had 3 goals, 2 from the Saints, 1 from the Lancers in both cases. Lancers come up with the puck. Chip it over and out. In pursuit is Anthony Mays, but Saints get there first. Pahanic plays that ahead, knifed forward by Roy. Kearns has to back off for the delayed offside, and he takes this man into the wall. But the Lancers gain the zone. Comes back to the point. Kosian dumps it back in for them. Puck comes back to the point, off Kosian's heel of his stick and out, and in pursuit is Nolan Long, and he gets there first. Good effort by Long. Pays for it by getting hit into the boards, but he does his job. And the Lancers finally clear the zone. DiPlacido plays that ahead. Bordeaux carries the puck the rest of the way. 2 Lancers run into each other, and Saints come up with the puck, and they'll try again. DiPlacido on the backhand. Sullivan plays it up ahead. Fighting for that is Feiner. And the puck again is chipped all the way down the ice. Is that going to be icing? It is. So Saints will get an offensive face-off at the 17-13 mark.
Recent commitment for the Saints, Charlie Sullivan has committed to Coronel with his D partner Luca DiPlacido, and a few weeks ago Nolan Long also committed to Coronel. So it's good to see Saints going similar places, so they'll stay together for years to come on the ice.
That's great. So face off in the Lancer zone. Saints come up with possession. Andy Wang, some nifty stick work there, still keeps it in, finally hits a stick and out. And picking that up is Kroc. He's knocked off the puck, and back come the Saints. That's off a skate as well. Went off Connor Dervin's skate. Lancers come up with it. There's a shot off a stick. That's puck number 9 out of play so far this game.
Let's talk about a 2-game set for Camilo Milani. We got 16:40 left here in the third, and so far he has 2 goals and 1 assist this series. And last night he was given the team's player of the game inside the locker room. And I think he's been feeling pretty good lately. He's been great offensively, doing the right things in the neutral zone. So shout out to Camilo Milani this weekend.
Well, that's great. Puck dumped into the zone by Bolche. Rims all the way over to the other. Oh, and there's a innocuous shot that just about squeaked by the goaltender in slow motion. Kind of a nothing shot, but that's why they say get the puck to the net. Good pinch there by the Saints. Pahanich comes over the other side, just out of the reach of Kearns. He'll have to retreat. Pahanich back to Kearns. Pahanich, some open ice now. He'll go right to the net. But Saints turn that over, clear outside, and Karskadin back for the Saints. DeCapo. And we've got a penalty. Is that a too many men? No, interference call. So we got an interference call against Jacob Bolche.
Yeah, number 19, Jacob Bolche, heads to the box there. Brampton Steelheads draft pick. At 15 points on the year, so hot start for him. Has a goal tonight as well.
So 4:22, Bolche in the box. Gilmour would love to make this a one-goal game. They win the draw. Back to the point. Go cross ice to number 20, Cleary. Cleary dances along that blue line over to Burns. And they'll invert again. Burns stick handling right through the slot area. Puck gets knocked off his stick. Comes over to this side. Kornetsov, who's now playing the point on the power play, pumps it in. And he'll join the scrum in trying to get that puck loose. Gilmour does. It comes back to the point. Cleary again. Cleary stepping at the dot, takes a shot. Good save there. Below the red line now. And everything on the perimeter here so far for Gilmour Academy. There's a shot from the top, makes its way through. Save, another save, and finally a goal. As there were multiple opportunities there to whack that in, and finally the last one goes to number 19, Anthony Mays, and Mays tucks it in right between the pads.
Yeah, and something Coach Manning had been saying about Gilmour Academy was they never let off the gas. They're always putting pressure on the Saints no matter what the score is. And I mean, in times like this, 4-2, second game of a series, they're tired, but they're gonna keep pounding and trying to find a way to get a goal here.
So Anthony Mays at 5:28 makes it a one-goal game. Saints win the draw, dump it in pursuit is Bordeaux. Puck makes it to the half wall, but no further as the Saints dam things up there. Gilmour have to play it back below the red line, and they'll skate it out. There's a pass ahead. That's broken up by the Saints, and they'll regroup. Feiner drags it in, gets it in front. No one there for the Saints. Ends up in the corner. Nice pinch there by the defenseman Sullivan. And puck is finally chipped out of harm's way. Pushed back in again by Bordeaux. Magri takes his man to the wall. Bordeaux picks up the loose change. Gets it back to the point. Jack Young keeps it in momentarily. And he's going to take a penalty as he upended his man. So Jack Young is going to go in the box for tripping. So exactly what you wouldn't want if you're a St. Andrews fan. They give up the power play goal to make it a one-goal game, and now they're right back in the box. 6:29 of the third. That was a bit unfortunate in that it was a little circumstantial there that he got his stick in, but it most definitely was a trip, and Saints are going to have to rely on their power kill. Puck splits the D, and Gilmour will have to regroup. Carrying it through the center of the ice is Fatty. He's knocked down. Good play there by Karskadin. Karskadin happy to just hold that puck there below the red line. Helping out is Finn Kearns, and they get the whistle. So we're saying last night, Parker, what a night for sports.
Yeah.
St. Andrews game, Blue Jays in the World Series, Leaf game, Raptors home opener.
Yeah.
It just went on and on and on.
Yeah, crazy night. And I mean, today's going to be pretty good in the SAC fan world as well. Hockey, football game as well out on the turf right now. And then Blue Jays are back at it tonight for game 2 after the huge win last night.
And you're a baseball player.
Yeah.
I know you're watching this intently, right?
Yeah, that was a great win last night. Addison Barger got to be the clutchest hit of his young career so far.
And Saints clear the zone. 1:12 left in the penalty. Kornetsov goes cross ice, kept in by Gilmour momentarily, but right there is number 29, Karskadin, to pick it up and clear it down the zone. And Saints again, number 27, Sullivan, jumps up, intercepts that pass, and also clears the puck. So we're now under 45 seconds left in the power play. Long searching pass for number 15, Putnam. That's broken up, dumped back down into the zone. Karskadin in pursuit. Good job by Karskadin, ticking those valuable seconds off the clock. And Gilmour will try a putt. Again, that puck is dragged in and fired in by Scala. First one there is Karskadin. He'll clear and go for a well-deserved rest with just 10 seconds now left in the power play. Good speed there by number 18, Scavin Lapola. Circles the net, and we're back to even strength now. So good job by the Saints killing that one off. Puck is behind their net. Some nifty stick work there by Tucker Sinclair. And Saints with difficulty now trying to clear the puck. Below the red line, finally ends up on the stick of DiPlacido. And Saints finally clear. Sinclair to Roy. Gets it in front. There's a shot that dribbles into the corner. And the puck is cleared all the way down the ice. Is that enough for icing? It is. So big offensive face-off here for the Saints at almost the midway point of the third period.
Last year, the Saints had that huge line of Lane, Dervin, and Deck. And, I mean, this year they have those star players as well. But just the depth that they see with the juniors this year, such as James Rory has 2 goals this game. Tucker Sinclair, his roommate, had 2 goals last night. Melani has 2 goals this series. Jack Young had a goal last night. I mean, it's more spread out throughout the Saints lineup I'm feeling this year. And I think that will lead to more success down the road.
Yeah, very, very solid. And then again, as you remember, at the beginning of the season, what the coaches talked about was how strong the defense was in the goaltending. So, boy, when you put that all together, that's a nice recipe for success. Puck is cleared out of the zone. Pahanic shuttles it down, gets it over the blue line, but no one there for the Saints. And Gilmour will clear their zone. Nifty moves there, and carrying the puck into the zone was Gilmour's number 2, but puck's turned over and back come the Saints. Ryan Murray gets it below the red line. Melani in pursuit as well, but the puck is cleared, and Saints will dump it right back in again. Alexander Cleary from LaGrange, Ohio. Plays that ahead. That's off a stick, so icing is waved off. Saints with lots of time to clear as the Lancers were changing. There's a shot right on net by Feiner. Backhand loose puck. They score!
Oh.
Right on the doorstep was DiPlacido.
High stick.
Oh, and it's waved off. That's unfortunate.
That would have been a huge momentum shifter.
Well, and again, we don't have instant replay. There's no way to challenge anything here. So once the call is made, the call is made. But boy, that would have been a big one for the Saints to go up 2 past the midway mark here in the third period. But back they come, and maybe they can do it again as number 9, Nate Feiner, drags the puck below the red line. Puck's played to the center of the ice and cleared handily by number 5. That's William Burns. Skates it out of his own zone, goes deep in the Saints territory. Charlie Sullivan back. Good pivot by him up to Feiner. Feiner plays it up off the stick of Magri, and Magri will retreat and then go for a change. Puck is picked off by number 19, Mays. DiPlacido takes him to the wall. There's a good body check by DeCapo. Shot on net, though, and Karskadin picks it up. Karskadin with the puck again, gets it over to Bordeaux. A little too far for him. It's dumped back in the St. Andrews zone. Nice clearance there by the Saints, just a little too far, however. Gilmour happy to give it right back. Karskadin plays it back. Played a little sloppy both ways right now as both teams seem to be giving up the puck rather easily. Dervin to the wall. There's a shot, goes off a leg. No real danger there. Now comes the half wall on this side, chipped off the glass and out. Karskadin in pursuit. And Gilmour Academy, first one there. Here's an opportunity from the dot. There's a shot, rebound, another shot. And that one whistled wide, and the goaltender lost his stick. He's got the opportunity to get it now, however. And play starting to open up as Gilmour Academy clear the puck down the ice. It's gathered by Finn Kearns, and he does the responsible thing. He had an opportunity to go to D, but it wasn't quite the comfortable play, so he did the right thing, just took it right to the boards and held it. Puck still in the Saints zone, played in front. Oh, and there was a deflection, just whistled by the far post. So some good pressure here by Gilmour Academy. Saints clear it, and off they go. Nolan Long took it in the zone. There's a high flipping pass, and the intended to target Barry. Leonardo Barry didn't see it, and he'll go for a change. Puck is gathered up by the Lancers, played off the wall. Good pinch there by DiPlacido. Saints will come up with the puck. DiPlacido knifes out ahead, picked up by number 10, Roman Scala. Scala lays that off, and there's that little chip. Boy, Parker, we were talking about that as we make an icing call. Both teams, but particularly Gilmour Academy, just love chipping that puck out of their own end, out of their own defensive end. I mean, it's effective, but very often you're giving up possession as well.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that could be a huge sort of sway of how the game goes, because the possession time is huge in hockey. Just the more chances you get, the more goals you're inevitably going to have. And I mean, if they keep doing that, it works and it's effective, but how much of the time does it turn over to the other team?
Right. So, puck is driven in St. Andrews zone, rimmed around by the goaltender along the half wall and out. Saints in pursuit. Milani was looking for the puck, just wasn't there. Nice body check, handed out there by DiPlacido. He seems like he's been on the ice for the last 5 minutes. There's a shot, good save by the goaltender off his stick. Comes all the way to the blue line, and who else? DiPlacido right there to carry it out. Saints gain the zone, but that's offside. So full change here for the Saints and the Lancers as we hit the 5:41 mark of the final period. Score is 4-3 in favor of the Saints. Goal scores for the Saints. James Roy got the first goal of the game. Camilo Milani, James Bolche, and then James Roy got his second in second period. For the Gilmour Lancers, Putman, Mays, and Mays again in this period. And you are caught up. Score 4-3 in favor of the Saints. Feiner dragging it. Oh, he was looking for the wraparound. Puck just slid off his stick, but they keep it in. There's a long shot. Jack Young took it, looking for a deflection. Wasn't quite there. But Saints keep the puck momentarily in the zone. There's that little flip out again that we were talking about,
Yep.
Parker, and Saints pump it right back in again. Good reversal there by number 20, Alexander Cleary. And he starts the breakout for the Lancers. He dumps it in, goes for a change. First one there is Jack Young again. Good headman pass. Driving hard for the net is number 19 for the Saints, Jacob Bolche. Couldn't quite get him the puck. And puck is chipped past Karskaden and down the ice. And Saints there to get it. Karskaden through the neutral zone. Gets the puck knocked off his stick, and we come back the other way. That's number 18, Gavin Lapola. Pumps it into the zone. Oh, it's right in front of the net, but right there is Noah Lagambina to gobble that up. So Saints will change things up again. Quick shifts here the last third of this third period. As Sinclair Roy and Nolan Long head out for Coach Manning. That puck is chipped down the ice. I think that will be icing, and it is. So 4:04 left to go here in the third period.
And tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. in this arena, the U18 AAA SAC hockey team has their first league game against King Heights Academy. So SAC Borders, if you are in town, come out and support your Saints as well.
What time is that one?
11 a.m.
11 o'clock, okay. Puck dumped into the Gilmour zone. First one there for the Saints is James Roy. Get it back to DiPlacido. That pops just over his stick. Over to Sullivan. DiPlacido up on the rush. There's a nice pass, and they score! What a pass. Tucker Sinclair had his head up all the way. Got that puck across.
That's Nolan Long.
Nolan Long tucks it in. Big, big goal for the Saints.
10th goal of the year for Nolan Long. That's Tucker Sinclair's 5th assist on the year. And this is a new line they've done recently, the Long, Sinclair, Roy. And it's been working good. Coach Manning can't have any complaints. It's producing a bunch of goals lately, a bunch of offensive firepower, and good in the defensive end too. So well done.
Well, there's the insurance marker with under 4 minutes left to go here in the third period.
You would assume Gilmour attempts to pull their goalie soon here.
I would assume, as they dump the puck into the zone. Played behind the net for number 3, Jack Young, who's had a very strong third period here. Puck all the way down the Gilmour zone. Kuznetsov tries to clear it, and we've got an offside with 3:08 left in the game. Football game appears to still be going on. Again, the last I saw, the Saints were up 7-0. I don't know if that's still the case.
Now the St. Andrews College Hockey Saints next game is October 29th, which is this Wednesday in our home barn at 2 p.m. against Bishop Kearney School.
So that puck is gloved by the goaltender, Noah Lagambina. Face-off will come to his left. Big face-off. Goaltender still in the net for the Lancers. And Saints win the big draw and are happy to ship that off the boards and out. Good job there by number 17, Connor Dervin. Good to have Connor Dervin back in the lineup.
Yeah, I sat with him last night beside the backup goalie, and I mean, he was just itching to get back out there. He loves this team. He thought Gilmour is a good matchup. It's going to be a good game, and he was happy to be back out there this afternoon.
Puck all the way back in the Gilmour zone. They'll have to retreat. Long searching pass up the center of the ice. Icing is waved off. Saints clear it to Bordeaux. Bordeaux lays that off for Magri. Magri dumps it, and he'll go for a change. Bordeaux, though, stays up ice. A little bit of pressure. Good job. Bordeaux comes up with a puck. Allows the Saints to change. Oh, puck just skipped over Finn Kearns' stick. Gets it over to Pahanic. Pahanic dumps it in. Under 2 minutes now left to go in the third period. We'll keep an eye on that goaltender. Saints would be happy. Oh, and they score!
Jake DiCapo.
Boy, DiCapo just turned. Didn't really put a lot on that one, I don't think, but that puck had eyes and slid just inside the far post.
That's Jake DiCapo, 6th goal on the year, and I mean, he's had some great chances recently. He's been right on the doorstep plenty of times in this series against Gilmour, and I mean, he finally gets one in the back of the net today.
So DiCapo at 18:09. Ness Mountain might be just a little bit too high to climb right now for the Gilmour Lancers, as there is under a minute 50 left, and they're down by 3. Assuming that goaltender's going to stay in there now. Puck comes over. Nice pass across the ice there by number 20 for the Saints. Di Placido, who's had a very, very strong game for the Saints here this afternoon. He takes his man to the wall. Puck picked up by the Saints, cleared over to the far side, and they're happy to just keep the puck out of their zone now. It's dumped back in. Di Placido back to get it. Plays it off the wall and out. And we are just playing this one out now. Long pass that's broken up by Sullivan. Dumped back in the Saints zone. Di Placido. Ooh, levels a good hit there. Puck still below the red line of the Saints. Bolche gets a stick in. Saints come up with the puck. And it's dragged behind the red line over to this side, Di Placido. High arcing flip shot all the way to center ice. That's scooped up by the Saints number 13, Nolan Long, the goal scorer. Long does his job, keeps it along the wall, waits for support, and gets it. Tucker Sinclair helping as well. So Saints forwards doing a good job keeping the puck up ice, out of their own zone. Now you just want to get out of this one healthy. And we've got a whistle. I think a penalty is going to go against the Saints there with 7.6 seconds left in the game. So that will go against Nolan Long. Third penalty for the Saints this period. Faceoff will come all the way back down into the Saints zone, so that penalty is at 19:53 here of the third period. So Saints will improve their record. I believe it's 13-4. They came into this two-game tilt with 11-4 record, so with the sweep. And there is the buzzer, and there is the sweep. So on behalf of myself, Ryan, Preston, Parker, Befolchu, my name's Norm Fenning. Thanks so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. When is that again?
This Wednesday.
Probably. Like I work at the golf course Wednesdays and Thursdays, so it depends how busy it is.
Okay.
I'll let Mr. Manning know.
Yeah.
So. Awesome. Okay, thanks, Parker.
doesn't move though, right? Or it does?
So it physically doesn't move,
Yeah.
but there's two eyes
Yeah, that track.
that track.
Right.
So when you're watching it, it's like this.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's pretty neat.
So it is following the play.
Yeah,
Pretty good unit there.
pretty good.
And what is it?
Pixel art, it's called.
No, but what is there a disc in it or what?
No. Well, there's like a hard drive, and it uploads it to this, and then I have to go home and like plug it into the internet.
Yeah.
And upload it to them, and then they send it back to us. The company actually sends it back to us.
Oh. Well, it's a service you pay for. What's Kingston's record?
I don't know. I've upgraded us, guys. I'll be doing play-by-play.